Did we harm 1,362 gender-confused children in the UK in 2019? Unnecessarily and for life? The collateral damage of gender ideology? Affirming children into a cross-gender identity is child abuse, said Walt Heyer, a former transgender woman. We fear that we've had front-row seats to a medical scandal, one former psychologist from the UK's leading gender clinic anonymously told Sky News. It is normal for children to explore who they are, to test boundaries and to try different things. Boys may dress up, girls might try boxing. But some children become confused and don't feel aligned to their biological sex. This is called gender dysphoria. They are impressionable and are being exploited by gender activists and told lies that they were born in the wrong body, encouraging them to deny their actual sex, like telling an anorexic girl she's a fat girl in a thin girl's body and still needs to diet. Using aggressive campaigns and flawed data, activists have pressured doctors to give life-changing, transitioning treatment without proper assessment, rushing children into medical treatments without investigating possible trauma, sexual abuse, autism, and mental health issues that might be the real cause of a child's confusion. Therapy is not an option in this service, said another former psychologist from the UK's leading gender clinic. Debbie, sexually abused as a child, believed transitioning into a man would help her cope. I thought I was going to be on a journey to becoming a different person. I'd morph into someone else and leave that traumatized woman completely behind. I've had all my body mutilated. How do I go back to being the Debbie that I was? In 2019 in the UK, 1,946 children were referred to the NHS Gender Identity Development Service at the Tavistock and Portman NHS Foundation Trust. But medical research shows that at least 1,362 of them, 70%, would have found happiness in their birth sex if just given love, understanding, and affirmation. However, once started on puberty blockers, almost 100% continue onto cross-sex hormones, causing irreversible changes. These children are the collateral damage of gender ideology. So why are activists ignoring medical research, telling these children to deny their actual sex and propelling them down a pathway that could lead to irreversible and avoidable medical harm, including a suicide rate 19 times higher than peers after transition surgery, impaired brain development, sterility, susceptibility to diseases, cancers and premature death, removal of genitals, breasts, womb, lifelong drugs, surgical procedures and psychological stress. Even the NHS now admits little is known about the long-term side effects of hormone or puberty blockers in children with gender dysphoria. The treatment of gender dysphoric children has become highly politicised and in many ways operates outside good medical practice, said Marcus Evans, a former governor of the Tavistock and Portman NHS Foundation Trust. These harms constitute nothing less than institutionalised child abuse, said Dr. Michelle Crutella, director of the American College of Paediatricians. Can we justify unnecessarily harming these children? Organisations like Stonewall and Mermaids sold us a lie. We are just collateral damage for the greater good, said Charlie Evans, a former transgender man. Many people who change their gender end up with horrendous results and are left feeling badly damaged, said Lord Robert Winston, a leading UK doctor. It's very important that while people are still developing their decision-making capabilities, we protect them from making those irreversible decisions, said Liz Truss, Minister for Women and Equalities. In 2019, gender ideology exposed 1,362 children to medical harm. If we let gender activists bully us into silence, thousands more children will be harmed. The treatment needs to change so that it does not put young people like me on a torturous and unnecessary path that is life-changing, said Kira Bell, a former transgender man. We must safeguard gender-confused children from harm and help them find happiness in their bodies rather than encouraging them to reject their bodies. For their safety, prohibit life-changing treatments for under 18s. Children need love, not lies.